Okay, here we are. We're out here. Who's calling me? I literally just started in someone's... One moment. I hate that literally the moment I pushed start the YouTube stream, I got a phone call. That was absolutely infuriating. Anyway. Oh my goodness. We are skipping all of the dailies. We're skipping all spending my resin, because as if I spend my resin in this game anyway. We are doing this Freminet event. One day you receive a commission from the Fontaine Fishing Association. In accordance with the commission's requirements, you and Paimon go to Air Invest to investigate the curtain rises to wonderful settings. Word from the Fishing Association seems that they've encountered some type of problem. I am gonna hate navigating this. Hey, I know there's a bunch of puzzles. Scott, you and Book might have to carry me again. Wait, how? I feel so bad. I've been making Scott and Book off stream help me with exploration, and that's the only reason why my exploration is even okay on some of... Actually, no, it's not even okay. I've made any exploration progress on any of these regions. I've been trying to... I'm still trying to level Ricely. I'm just super slow. It is what it is. Wait, am I gonna have to know how to swim? Because I'm really bad at using the swimming stuff in this a lot. Alright, let's see. What's going on? Tell me what's happening. Why are we here?
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
I'm real. Hello? Why is this not auto-advancing?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you?
We got your commission
so
request
you're adventurers. Oh, finally, someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got 2 super experienced adventurers right here.
Very easy event, I'm glad. Okay, that's good to hear.
As long as you pay us a little bit of Mora.
I'm not here for the Mora.
Exactly
I'm
the
here for the
helpers I
primo
need.
gems.
See, the problem is that the
Always
fish around the
the
fishing
primo
spot
gems.
at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away.
Hey, have any gamers gotten that one fishing weapon? I think it's the pipe. Have y'all gotten the pipe? I heard the pipe is actually really good. I have not gotten it because I'm lazy. Literally the most effort I put in this game for fishing is getting the catch.
Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run. So
you'd like us to investigate?
Yeah, I absolutely want you to do all the work for me.
Exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales?
No, I'm just used to people telling me what to do.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the
I want
representative
everyone
of the
to
Fishing
ignore
Association, I
the
have good
ceiling
reason to
and the
believe that
treasure
fish
chest I
have
just
gone
have
missing
sitting
due
in the
to an encounter
background.
with the water
Whoops.
imps.
water imps.
Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying
how do we
underwater
pronounce it, y'all?
creature
We're gonna
called
find out.
Thelxie.
Thelxie, that's how you pronounce it. See, I had no idea. I was calling it like the Thelxie or whatever. I don't know.
The story our parents would tell us
Thelxie.
was always the same.
That's
If
a weird
we went
pronunciation.
To the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a
Snatch
water
you.
imp called Thelxie.
A child eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
It must have looked terrifying.
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome
snake
face.
woman.
It's really strange,
Why do they see
though,
different
because
things?
you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance.
Wait, a chubby penguin?
Even
Doesn't
though the
Freminet
tales
use a
vary
chubby
regarding its
penguin?
appearance, everyone
Wait, no.
agrees
The chubby
that it's
penguin is what we
really
saw on
dangerous.
the screen.
It lives in an underwater
the
cave
event menu.
surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way.
That thing is so creepy. It
And once
reminds me of
finds
a
child,
Prinny.
It uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them whole. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Sounds kinda scary. But isn't that pretty normal for a fairy tale? After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Do you
Well, I
really
wouldn't call
believe
it
that?
evidence
I mean,
per se,
obviously it's
but I've
real,
heard some
but
rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
So you mean someone really got eaten by a
oh
water
my gosh, who did?
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Irenaeus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fishheps on the island can understand human language. Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
I don't like that because it's giving like Bermuda
I feel like you're
Triangle.
pulling our leg.
It's giving Bermuda
Rumors
Triangle.
now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore
I
the
like Ether's little
situation,
pose
right,
there,
Travel?
that little hand motion.
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map.
I'm a huge fan
Don't
of
forget
Traveler.
that no matter what, safety always comes
However,
first.
I don't know, the Zenless Zone Zero protagonist. I'm just saying. Oh, Thelxie's Fantastical Adventures. I don't even know how to pronounce it half the time. No, I don't care about fishing supplies. Believe me, I really don't like fishing in this game. You know, I saw a TikTok the other day of... It was making fun of people who still do the most obscure content in this game, and I mean like, they were making fun of people who still play the TCG. They were making fun of people who still do a lot of fishing. I think the one thing they don't make fun of is people who still work on their teapot. Like, I think in general people are a huge fan of the teapot mains. I'm calling out Jari. Jari, you need to come see your teapot.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about?
Eh?
It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
I wonder whose these are. The footprints extend all the way into the water.
Look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else. Wait, did you hear something?
I love the
just now?
gasping. Paimon's all nervous. Gurgle, gurgle. You know, it would really help to have the camera actually just pan over there. Until something emerges with a loud splash.
What is that? Don't come any closer!
Paimon?
Oh, it's Freminet. Oh, he sounds so... So, if you don't know, Freminet is voiced by the same voice actor as Rindo from Neo: The World Ends With You, one of my favorite games on the Switch. And he, his voice actor, I forgot his full name, but he's super enthusiastic about Genshin and Freminet being around. I think I see him post a lot of content, a lot of tweets on Twitter every once in a while about just how much he enjoys Freminet. It's so sweet.
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
Yeah, you're still like a creepy alien. Rindo. Wait, I just realized his little beret is his mask. It's the exact same
I
pattern.
nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating a water imp called a Thelxie.
Thelxie, you say?
Wait, what are you doing out here
Oh,
anyway?
surprising.
Is he just doing some treasure hunting?
You know that name too? Or do you know someone else is trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
Could you tell us what's going on with you?
Sure, if that's in order. I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the
Aw,
workshop.
the clockwork
and
penguins
contacted
are
me
so
through the
cute.
shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy. Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Wait, then how did it spread throughout the entire
But
city?
isn't it a little creepy
What?
to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on. Freminet, you never take commissions from other
What?
people.
Yeah, but she made a special request.
Are you a huge fan
but
of this
out of
lady?
respect for her
Mhm.
privacy, I can't really talk about it.
I wonder who that person is.
It's all right though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions.
No.
Hearing that, she might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh.
I feel
Even though
so
you
bad.
seem a little
Linny and
cold and
Lynette had
reserved
so much
sometimes, you're
good
still
screen
really
time during
considerate.
the Archon
Our
Quest.
target isn't necessarily the water imp,
But
though.
I guess this is
primarily here to
Freminet's
investigate the
chance
disappearance of the fish.
to, you know, have some more
The
screen time
fish.
as well. Freminet nods less slightly and seems lost in thought after you tell him about the commission. Suddenly his breath catches in his throat.
Ah,
If only they could have
I
animated
think I
that.
may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise.
Like a whistling noise? Oh.
So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
So that's all it was? That actually
Makes a lot of sense.
Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Well, you guys, we solved the mystery. It's time for me to close stream.
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
So in the end, it was just Freminet. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
How do we help?
Thanks for offering. But I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
Oh, it sounds so
Hey,
polite.
It's no trouble at all. Didn't
Like-
you just call us your trustworthy companions?
It's really
Companions
interesting
are
listening to
all
him
about
versus
helping each other, you
Rindo,
know?
because Rindo
But don't you need to report back to
is a
your
lot more
commissioner?
assertive than Freminet.
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out. Even though we were just
We got
tasked
them
with
all
finding out why
figured
the
out.
fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
Yeah, we're just really experiencing this kind of thing. That's just
Exactly,
all.
so if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip.
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Sure.
All right, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there.
Go to Freminet's camp. Oh lord, this thing must be a shack. Like in that Shack and Farina story
Thelxie
quest.
in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try. Hey, Thelxie, are you there?
Oh, look at it. Wait, let me talk to it. But yeah, oh my gosh, imagine if you could customize your room in Star Rail. That would be so silly. Y'all, I will never get tired of listening to the music of Fontaine. I've been exploring it a lot, a little bit. I've just been farming the bugs for Wriothesley, right? And I just enjoy listening to the music a lot as you're just running around the overworld. Look at the Thelxie, it's so adorable. I like it. Beep beep. It makes little noises. It's speaking in Morse code.
So that's Freminet's
I don't know
version
Morse
of
code, by the way.
Thelxie.
I know it's most
also
Morse code, but I have no
penguin-shaped,
idea
just
what
like
it's
Pear.
saying.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Where's Penguin Town?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Thelxie, nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
Bonjour. Oh, I have no idea what it... Literally, it's in Morse code.
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try. I have 2 other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
Oh no, I'm not good with PC
That
parts,
doesn't
dude. I'm really
sound
bad at
too
this.
hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A
A
weapon?
weapon?
Is that a
Thelxie
right
have to
idea?
fight?
I don't like that these penguins can fight. I'm
Thelxie
telling y'all,
will need
these
to
are
be
the
able to
prinnies from
charge forward with a
Disgaea.
weapon in hand.
These have to be
Like
the prinnies.
that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
Literally, they have to be the prinnies from Disgaea.
What an imaginative employer. Naming Thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Whoa, Thelxie just
Beep,
said something
beep.
again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module,
Aw.
he still can't quite communicate with us.
So only
That's
Morse
okay.
code.
But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard.
Motherboard
That sounds like
Paimon.
something we can do
I don't
during
think
the
we should
camp.
trust Paimon with computer
Sounds
parts
good.
at all.
The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me. Ah, here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to
Y'all better
reference
not
it if you
expect
get
me to know how to
stuck.
work this because
Want
we're
to
gonna
give it a
I'm gonna
try?
break it first try.
It's
I'll
okay
short
if you don't
circuit it,
succeed
I'll drop
immediately.
it, just something.
I've got a lot of backup boards just in case.
I'll give it a try.
Okay? Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
Debug mother. Wait, I want to talk to Freminet.
Please give the testing a try. The motherboard's on the table there.
Y'all, I feel so bad. I don't know how to explain it, but Genshin on the PS5, might have a worse frame rate than my PC version. I don't know how to change it either. There's not much I can do to help. It's a console version frame rate. What is this? After pressing, use the left joystick to assemble the circuit. What on earth is this circuit show? I think I messed up. After completing. Girl, I don't know what I just did. Circuit not completed. Yeah, it sure wasn't completed, huh? Okay, I think I did it now. Okay, that was really weird. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that Star Rail thing, when you have to like rotate the wires to complete the circuit. It reminds me of that.
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
Taken on a lot of similar
The
tasks before,
Xianzhou
you know.
Lofu may have a very sus
Then
story,
let's
but
move
at
on to
least
the
it prepared me
underwater
for
part.
this.
It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment, right?
More or less.
That's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay
The way
right
I
by your
hesitated. Aw, Freminet. Oh, let me keep talking to Thelxie. He's so adorable. I mean, not that we can understand anything. Should I translate this? I kind of want to translate this. Wait, Thelxie, wait, I was talking to you. I'm gonna translate this. I got this, y'all. Morse. I really want to see if it actually says anything. Morse code translator. Let's see this. Dash. Dot. Dash. Dot. Wait. Oh, girl, I can't. Dot. Dash. Dot. Y'all? This don't mean nothing. If you translate the this might be the wrong Morse code. It might be a different language because I know there's different standards depending on like. Let me change it to telegraph sounder. That did nothing. Isn't there different standards of Morse code? Let me try a different one. I don't know. Anyway, in case anybody wants to know, this means nothing. It means DBWB. So I have no idea what that's supposed to be. I got no idea. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. He's just saying nonsense. I don't know what Morse code I tried. I think I did do American Morse code. But I didn't see an option for me to switch it. I'm gonna try one more time. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how to switch it. Let me do I don't know if American Morse code will help. Let's try this. It's invalid. Literally, it makes no sense. according to the translator. I don't even know how to do American Morse code. That's the worst part. It needs to be French. I don't know, maybe somebody in the fandom's managed to figure out what it's supposed to be. Somebody has to have had figured it out. Oh, something hit me. Oh my god, stop hitting me!
Right over there. We'll be able to find something.
Leave me
that'll help us with our search.
alone! Bruh! Leave me alone! Hey, why does my Bennett have so much HP? He's only level 70. Where did he get all that HP from? Oh my god, y'all. I don't know where I'm going. Where's this clamshell? Hello? An echoing conch?
This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch.
Oh, it's
It
echoing.
can detect
Yeah, I guess
special
that makes
reflection
sense.
waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it. Did you notice any interesting places?
Weapon materials.
The
Oh, I don't
echoing
like
conch should
this.
have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
If we're using echolocation, y'all, we're like a dolphin. Hello? It said I could click more stuff. Full fathom 5 Thelxie lies of his bones and coral made. I don't like that. I don't think there's any more text here. Oh, they're targeting me again. Leave me alone.
All right, these should be enough.
Challenge
Let's
complete.
head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this
You know
time.
who I need in my party? Doesn't Freminet help with swimming? Where is she? Stop booting up that. Stop booting up the map. Thank you. Now, where is... I don't think Ricely helps, but I think Freminet does. Where is she? Oh my gosh, I have so many characters. Where is Lady Freminet? For Lady Freminet. Where is she? Am I the Lulu? I don't see. Oh, there she is. Talents. Xenochromatic fontimer of hostility decreased. I have no idea what that means. She does nothing for swimming, by the way. I think Freminet does. I have him. I should have him somewhere, right? Oh, maybe I don't have Freminet. I don't think I actually got him. I should do this event because I actually think I don't have Freminet. Where is he? Yeah, I don't have Freminet. Whoopsie. She just speeds up cooldowns on the underwater skills. That's boring. I'm getting hit again. Leave me alone. Okay, so what I'm understanding is that it's in my best interest to do this event because literally, I don't even have Freminet, so this would be a very good chance to get him. I can't believe all that rolling I did for Linny. I lost my 50-50 and I didn't get Freminet. Hello. Is she singing? Hello?
Freminet, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estrée.
Wait, is
I
this
must have
the
kept you
commissioner?
waiting. I can report, though,
Oh,
that the
hi.
construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy
Oh,
companions.
we're
They're
trustworthy.
here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
But of
It's
course.
really nice to meet you, Madame d'Estrée. Are you Freminet's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Oh, do you really think so?
Do I look like a fairy too? Ether, you look like a fairy if you get what I'm saying.
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. And I wouldn't have had to trouble Freminet here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet?
What?
I would have thought Freminet had explained it to you already.
Well, Freminet told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
I see. So Monsieur Freminet is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen to my story?
Sure, you can tell us anything.
Oh, we're about to get lore dumped. Goodbye, everyone.
We'll try our best to help you get through your troubles.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put
At
my
least
situation into
she's probably
words.
given the most reasonable name to Paimon,
I'm
like,
sure
out
you're
of
already
these
familiar
NPCs
with
have
the
all
tale of
given
the
to
water
her.
imps, right?
Sure.
Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of Thelxie, he's infatuated with him.
What?
Infatuated?
I don't know if that's
With the
safe.
water? What a brave soul.
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often
Aw.
goes near the water in
Okay, that's
secret.
kind of sad.
Huh. So he wanted to
That
become
is a
friends
little
with
bit
the water
sad.
imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
Loneliness syndrome? Oh.
It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities. The syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become
Because
friends
it's
with the
not
water imp.
mundane?
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
Loneliness disorder.
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon,
Is
you
that
would
an
only be
actual
able to
thing?
say
That's such
less
a
than
sad,
fraction
sad
of the words you're
thing.
saying to the Traveler now.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon.
I don't know if
Paimon
that
has a
type of
2,000
disorder
word
is something
quota
you
for
can
daily
just cure.
conversations with the Traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less.
The family
2,000
doctor
word
has already
quota.
begun to
I
treat
wonder
my
if
son.
Karina Bedgar
But
actually
since
does
the
have a
disorder
quota
is
she has to
rare,
beat or
There aren't
something
many good regimens
for recording
treatment.
day.
He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Huh?
Oh, delusions, the
Uncontrollable what
Fatui?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
Man.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
He sees Final Fantasy
It's a dream that he
XIV.
often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Once upon a time, there was a splendid and magnificent kingdom under water. A kingdom, I can't read it. Oh my gosh. Kingdom of water imps on the Salacia plain, 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in houses made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to sea animals during the day and singing between golden fields of Tartaglia during the night. Everyone led carefully and blessed lives until the day of the iridescence parade, the most important festival during which the new king would be crowned. Before the festival, all the water imps would select the most precious pearl they owned, wrap it in golden branches and leaves, and offer it to their most beloved prince. During the day of the parade, the prince would come across a rainbow bridge made from all of the offered shells, and accept the crown from his father and applause from his subjects. Finally, the new king would bless everyone with his well wishes. And as for the prince's name, it's none other than Thelxie.
Amazing.
Oh my.
Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for Thelxie. It's like a beautiful dream.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
What happened? The day of the iridescence parade came as expected, but countless monsters also arrived alongside the prince. What did the prince do? The monsters were evil and cruel. They struck fear into all of the water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters. So the kingdom fell, the king was killed, and the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color and crumbled away. The prince was barely able to escape with the help of a mysterious masked individual, but he had already lost everything, and could only spend his days singing mournful songs. And as the sang out of loneliness, so could his song only be heard by similarly lonely children.
How could
That's
the
so
story end like
sad.
this?
It's
Is that
giving
kind
the
of
Brothers
fantasizing
Grimm.
what caused your son to
The Brothers
develop his
Grimm would write
loneliness
something like
syndrome?
this.
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
What do you mean?
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as Thelxie.
As a pretty?
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved
Oh.
or stood for.
What? So that's what you meant by
Excuse me.
uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several
Yeah.
discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy.
Guide?
He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world. But since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of
That's
the
so
book.
sad.
If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition.
I'm
Here,
sure we
you can
can
take a
totally
look.
cure a mental illness just like that.
So Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks
It's
so
so
sad.
adorable little
What
penguin.
we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the Water Imp Prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends.
A
We
ending
need to
of
chase
hope.
away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Freminet need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because
Why
we need
is
to
he
treat the
making
book
one?
story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no
But
longer go on a
where's
journey
the
of his own.
crown?
This is why I commissioned Freminet here to craft a Thelxie, And then I'll paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Aw.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son!
Yes, I'm
now.
sure having a Thelxie as a
You
stand-in
really
is going to
put
be
a
just
lot of thought
fine.
into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Freminet to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so
A
we'll just
domain?
need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the kingdom
Surely
of
they're not
Water
gonna make me
Imps. As long as
drag
we're
me
chasing
through
away
that
the monsters in
domain.
the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Imp Kingdom, right?
Sadly, no.
What do you mean,
We
no?
won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously. And the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
So we'll be playing it straight, or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still be able to help, right?
I don't like most of these answers.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer because he's so enamored with his dream.
Zuria.
Keep your spirits up,
Zuria.
everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were
It
able
is
to help me
I.
out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime
But can
tomorrow.
Thelxie finally talk
That's
to
great
us?
news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days'
Oh, is
time
that the
to
end
head
of
to the
Act
Kingdom
1
of Water
already?
Imps?
Sounds good.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Zuria sure is a brave and optimistic lady.
A little bit too
think your plan will
optimistic
work out.
considering what her son's going through.
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
Okay. Talk to Freminet.
Windstrider.
I can't understand anything that Thelxie's saying. Go for a minute. I already spent more than planned on a transcription module. Although diving helping can be used to decipher Thelxie's output signal, it's probably ineligible to send to everyone else. That's a pity. I'm sorry for not being able to give you information for you. Oh, wait. What was I reading? I don't know what I was reading.
What is it for?
I think I was reading the book.
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
Are we gonna fight? I'll post up right now.
This
Oh.
is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two
Y'all,
are
I'm
both
getting so
really
chilly.
strong and will do everything you can to help the child.
Zink, hello.
But with the
I would like to
syndrome
not
being
talk
the
about
way
the
it
final
is,
scene yet because
if
I'm not
things
there.
Don't,
Simply not there yet.
if
Let me also
things
put on my
don't
jacket.
quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Freminet, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zuria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
Yeah, everything's gonna be
It's
just
not that I'm
fine
not
without any
optimistic.
crying or anything. Wait,
It's just...
you know this illness?
Ah, so that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking
What?
about.
Do you have it? Maybe
Wait,
Freminet has
Freminet,
it.
Don't tell Paimon that you also...
You know, I guess that makes
No,
sense.
no.
Oh, never mind.
Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth. Back when we lived under the previous director.
Not Arlecchino, the other one. So from what I understand, Arlecchino basically took over. I forget exactly how she took over, but it was basically like almost like a usurpal, if I remember correctly.
They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind to environmental factors and even ley line disorder effects.
What the
Some even
heck?
say it could be caused by contamination from god remains.
Oh, you know, maybe something like a gnosis?
And from the cases I've seen,
That's so
there weren't
terrifying. It
many
reminds me
positive
of
outcomes. In the
it reminds
worst
me of
cases,
that sickness
the
from
patient could
oh my
even
god, pass away.
pass away.
You know what? Yeah, this reminds me of the Fallen syndrome from, if you played that video game Persona 3. The Fallen are very, very similar to the loneliness syndrome, especially the part where they could even pass away.
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
Especially since they were talking about like the cause of it being remnants of a god. Like that's what made me really think of the Fallen syndrome. I forget what it's called. It's not
Yeah,
called the Fallen
that's just
syndrome
the
in
nature
Persona
of it.
3. What is it called?
So, if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel
Oh,
like
it's
you
called
failed.
apathy syndrome. Whoopsie. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking of apathy syndrome. I'm so dumb. I'm literally like... well, it's because they're called the Fallen, but they have apathy syndrome is the actual name of their sickness. Well, I'll give it some thought.
Hey, now's not the time to be joking around. Don't worry, Freminet. No matter how hard it might get, we'll be able to handle it.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah!
Oh, surely
but Paimon has a
nothing is gonna
question.
go wrong
If
with the
this sickness
kid.
can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all
Freminet
of
is
this so
such
well,
a sweet
Freminet?
kid.
Well, maybe because I have also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it. So I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
If only Freminet existed for that summer event with Visual. Summertime Odyssey. If only a Freminet existed for Summertime Odyssey. Because literally, we know that fantasy worlds have the power. So the penguin town you mentioned was...
So you remembered.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
Suddenly Freminet pulls out a diving helmet and puts it on his head because he's embarrassed.
Hey, why did you put that on?
He's embarrassed.
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys.
Aww,
And Pear
that's nice to
is
hear.
the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Pear is a very brave little
Well,
penguin.
I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
control of your fantasies as well?
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Can you really?
I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere.
That's a
Might
little bit of
just
a
be
copia,
hidden,
but
which is
if
why
you
it's
say so.
difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Wait, it's like Persona. I keep saying it's like Persona. He's putting on his mask because he doesn't want to look at reality.
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Man.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things. As if a fairy tale has become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
Really? Like a miracle?
It almost makes me just think that he really is trying to ignore reality with that helmet. Let me try it on.
Well, if that's in order.
Yep, that's in order.
Hey, now's not the time! Paimon still has Thelxie's
Okay,
weapon
fine,
in it.
Paimon.
We don't want to bother him now.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other
I don't know what type of
opportunities for
audio
me to try
editing
my
they
helmet.
did to muffle his voice, but
Thanks
it's
for
so
all of your
funny.
help. I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
Yeah, in 2 days. Oh my gosh, y'all, that was only part 1. Phew! I thought part 1 was gonna be a lot shorter. Oh, we unlocked it. Look how beautiful this art is. It's Morse code. I have no idea what that says. I have no idea what that says. It's some type of Morse code. I got no idea. Anyway, I really do want to do all the mini games because you get Freminet by doing this somehow. Let me see. Serendipitous Dreams. You need to collect 80 tokens to 80 badges. But obviously I want to get 100 because I want to get whatever this mysterious companion. I want the companion and I want the crown. So I'm not going to do it all on stream, but I will be grinding this. Wait until 2 days later. What do you got to say, little penguin? Girl, I have no idea what the hell you're saying. I cannot read Morse code. I don't know why I thought I was going to get anything out of that. Anyway, I think we're doing that. I think I finished my dailies. Hooray! Okay, let me go talk to Catherine and we'll advance the time. I hate that you have to go all the way back to the city to talk to Catherine. Like, they need to add a way to just skip over this.
Astra. Thank you for
But yeah, that is part 1. We want this, and we want to do part 2. In order to cure Madame Zudia's child, you begin a fantastical adventure. Today is the day you head to the Kingdom of the Water Imps. Just what will you encounter there? Let me go back to the campsite and advance time. I don't know, there was just also some parts of part 1 that felt like it could have been cut out. I feel bad, but it definitely feels like they could have skipped some stuff with part 1 there. Oh, they're already here. Zudia Destre. So silly that you have to sit, and we still have to sit and watch time advance like this. Please, I have a PS5. Anyway, it's dark. Hello.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Freminet. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria,
That's sweet.
Seems
Hi.
like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, Thelxie!
Hello, little Thelxie. Oh, he looks so adorable. He's like a little paladin. He's got a sword and shield.
Whoa! Thelxie's got himself a sword and a shield now!
He's like a paladin.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Freminet.
We helped you!
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also
A
trouble
coronation
you with
ceremony.
finding some materials for the crown? You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my
Aw,
hands on.
Freminet, don't be so doubtful of yourself like that, but I guess I'll do it.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking. Since Thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now!
Paimon's always excited.
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit
A lot
grim.
less grim is a good
So we'll
idea.
take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon!
Yeah.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
There's a
I'm not
quote
very
in
adept at
Farina's
drawing,
character
but
demo
I've seen a
song.
lot of art
It's in
during my work.
French.
Now, as far as the actual content
Let
of
me
the
go get the
drawing,
lyrics.
please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think.
Oh, look at the cute little penguin.
We can draw the weapon.
Ew. Oh my gosh, this is all in
The
French. I cannot
princess
read
picked
this.
up the sword of courage and the shield of perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt.
Oh,
is ready
the
to
prince
wage war
is
against the
going to be the
darkness.
hero.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends.
Some
Thelxie's got
friends,
some
aw.
friends by his side now, so he's
A
no
fairy.
longer fighting alone.
Right?
Okay, I'll also draw some companions.
Oh, look, it's
Anything
us. Don't forget to add some color.
Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really important.
Oh,
The
this
road in
picture
front
book
of
is
him
so
now will no longer
adorable.
be just grayscale, but
I
bursting
will
with
say
color and hope.
Genshin has some insanely talented artists. Like, and I don't know what it is, but they consistently do. They all manage to maintain this style. I don't know how to explain it, but every single event has this consistent style to it that I really like.
Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful.
Like-
Splendid ideas, everyone.
The style is dynamic, but also consistent in quality, if that makes sense.
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Thelxie most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
Bouncy, bouncy. I have no idea what you're saying, Thelxie.
I'm sure he is, Zuria. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Thelxie's fantastic adventures begin now!
Part 2, the Princess Country. After some time, you arrive at the shore because the Hoyoverse doesn't want to animate Jack. Show me where we're going. Oh my god, I know where we're going. We're gonna make fun of Unique because he sucks at swimming. Gosh, the underwater really is so pretty. I should finish up the Narcisse and Croyd's quests, y'all. I don't know
Some
when,
Freminet.
but I know I really, out of all the world quests in Fontaine, I really want to finish the Nartitzenkreuz quest. Because I already finished up Anne of the Nartitzenkreuz, so I have to finish up the 4.1 quest, and then I have to do the 4.2 quest. I just don't know when I'm gonna do it. And I heard you got a really good weapon too. It's called the Nartitzenkreuz sword. I think it looks really good because you can use Usi or Numa with it, right? And the only other way you can do that is with Freminet.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials.
Is that a domain?
Shouldn't need anything else to
Right
add to
in
the-
front of us?
Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead?
I guess. How do I go in? Oh. We're going in, gamers! The beautiful kingdom of water imps is at hand. Warriors together with different Thelxie reclaim the monsters occupying it. Oh, we actually have to play as Thelxie. Use Thelxie's water imp's chanson to defeat opponents more easily. Thelxie must charge up before being able to use it again. Okay. Guess what? It's a bunch of enemies weak to wind. And there is a big boy there, so I'm gonna bring Venti. One day I'm gonna build my characters and y'all are gonna be so proud of me, but today is not that day. Kazuha. I still have to fight the Magukenki a lot to get him to 70. We need someone who can break Geo, which is probably gonna be Zhongli. So I'll bring... Who's good for off-field? Miko and Zhongli. We aren't gonna use healers. Zhongli should be able to shred through his Geo obnoxiousness. I just noticed that
So
pretty much
these are
everything
the
in here is weak to
underwater
wind.
ruins that Freminet found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining.
This is the kingdom of water imps, Paimon.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
would thank
Paimon
yourself so
knows.
much.
It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the water imps' colorful houses and the rainbow bridge.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decoration.
But I don't know if a ruins is the safest place to be LARPing in.
Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode!
Final Fantasy mode.
Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian
Paimon
goddess
trying to
of
voice
this
act as an
land.
old man
State
is
your
so
goals
funny.
and intentions for visiting this nation.
We are the companions of Prince Thelxie, your divine highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory! Thy goddess here has golden
Ah, my
glory,
goddess.
silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Did you break character, Paimon?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test!
What?
From your responses, the goddess has
Y'all, what if
confirmed
Paimon
that
actually is a
all
goddess? I know we joke about this, but maybe one day we'll find out the
As
truth.
such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you. And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you
As for
the
this
rainbow
prince.
glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
I don't know. I also received the rainbow glory, but it sure wasn't a
Gratitude
future
to your
full of
divine
light.
highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too.
Freminet.
Is this the divine
He's trying
inspiration
to
of
be
legend?
so awkward.
Now adventurers. Forge bravely ahead and defeat
We
the
forge
monsters that have
ahead,
taken
just like
over the
Final
kingdom.
Fantasy 14. Oh, I skipped Paimon. I don't think anyone will get mad at me for skipping Paimon. Oh, we get Freminet as a trial character. Okay.
Please be
Oh, look,
careful,
all of you are weak to wind.
just ahead.
I'm frozen. Anyway,
The kingdom of water imps. They're
I'm
called
frozen again.
Really churros of the deep.
Go, Thelxie, go. Y'all so annoying trying to make yourselves freezing me.
One with nature.
Hey, this is so fun having Kaza, because they're all weak to wind.
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
Please, Your Highness, Thelxie, I don't understand anything you're saying, Thelxie.
Think you can get away?
Think you can get away? Go, Thelxie, go, fight him. I should use Miko.
Right here, right now. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever.
Right here, emerge. Would a gliding be fast?
Gliding would be faster, but we gotta go with what we got.
Wind knows it. As one with wind and Dead reckoning. Here. We're under attack again. It's a Lawitcher of the deep.
There's no
Uh-oh.
need to fear, my friends. His
His
Highness is so
strong.
now that even a diviniture of the deep would pose no threat to him.
Please help us, Thelxie. Oh, wait, Freminet used a claymore.
Going under.
We're fine.
Getting here. Stabilize.
Miko! Miko!
Clouds high. The birds call. I will have order.
Bonk! Lore player, by the way.
Right
That's
here,
why it's
right
taking
now.
so long to get rid of this thing.
I'm always watching.
I'm always watching.
Think you can get away?
Oh wait, help us. Go, bonk. Yay. Thelxie's actually really strong. Ooh.
Finally over. So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the kingdom of water imps?
I sure hope so.
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly.
Oh.
It would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins.
Oh, it's okay.
It was my mistake. I should have told Freminet earlier that we would also need a crown.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
And Goddess Paimon were too strong. We should eradicate
I'm
all the
sorry, y'all, that my
monsters
capture
in one
card's
go.
freaking out. I don't know why it
It's
freaked
okay,
out like that.
Asteria. We
Why is
can
it
come
freaking
back
out
again
so
once I've
much?
made the
Hello?
crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time. And you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting.
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventures as well. Now that we've reclaimed the kingdom of water imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book. Zuria and Freminet, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book.
You just want to see someone draw Goddess Paimon.
Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the kingdom
Look
of
at
water
them.
imps.
That's such a good
At
drawing.
this time, the little fairy in the group,
Little
Paimon,
fairy.
revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived!
Ah, my
She
goddess.
praised the companions for their purity and She bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and
The
his
hilly
companions
churls all ran
charged
away.
into
If
the
only
bastion of
everyone
evil,
here knew that
chased
the
away
hilly
monsters, and
churls
rescued
were
the
in fact
pretty water imps
humans.
from their
But
imprisonment.
no, we're not going to tell
The
anybody.
prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown,
Oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful! Zuria's
thank you, everyone.
Zuria's
We've also
very talented
completed
at drawing.
the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
Thelxie's so cheerful. I just wish I could understand what it's
Perhaps
saying.
the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Freminet, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay?
Sounds good to
And see
me.
you in 2 days, my lovely
Wait,
friends.
is it already over? Is she gonna hum? Oh, I hope nobody runs into her. It sounds like she's singing the Fontaine music going on in the background.
Alright, it's
I wonder if
about
that's
time we start
intentional.
heading off, too. You've still got some work to do,
It's
right,
the night
Freminet?
music.
Yeah.
Or the
I'll
airiness.
need to go to the
music,
city
if
shortly
that makes
to
sense.
get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out
Ooh,
a few
you
different
sound like
designs,
you're gonna make a
and
fancy
choose the one
schmancy.
that looks the best.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
What's wrong?
It's because...
Oh,
I
he's
hope-
blushing. Look at him.
What's the matter?
He's
Look on your face,
embarrassed.
You're turning red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet
Paimon making fun of him. Stop
am
that,
I turning
Paimon.
red?
Don't tease him.
All right. We won't bother you anymore for today.
I didn't do anything.
each other
Ether
in 2
did
days'
nothing.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days.
See you. Oh, he's wearing his helmet.
I
Oh.
hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for
Man.
themselves.
That's such a good line. And everyone experience a miracle for themselves in a dark place. Like, man. This is ever so slightly like touching on mental health issues, and I'm all for that. I don't know, it's an attempt. I don't know if some people would consider it as a good attempt, but I think of it as an okay attempt. It is an okay attempt. I am okay with it. Ooh. You get Thelxie badges for working on the story. I got 50 Primo Gems, y'all. I'm going to Vegas. Wait, I think I got more. No, I didn't. Okay, so part 2 went by so fast. I guess they expected you to take a lot longer with the combat stuff there. I don't know. Anyway, part 3. The end of the fantastical adventure approaches at its final destination. Will Madame Zuria's child get better as you hope? Who knows? Who knows? Oh no, who knows how this is gonna end. Surely I won't be sobbing. Oh, Thelxie's development log 1. Attempted to install language output module for Thelxie. Output signal will use a similar cipher to the one used by the House of the Hearth. Huh? The benefits are twofold. Not only does the warehouse at the House of the Hearth have any spare motherboards, this approach will also make the language module compatible with the driving helmet's transcription module, allowing every... As for the offset of the cipher, it must be offset to 1 for the convenience. Okay, so everybody remember with me, the offset's gonna be set to 1, whatever that means. I've hit a snag. I've attempted to apply for a transcription module to use for the Thelxie, and it would have been the same one as the one used for the diving helmet, but the warehouse is out of stock. Seems like I'll have to make it from scratch using the one I have from reference. It is unclear if I'll have enough time. Wait, I'm reading these and then we'll do the final part. Where's part 3? Did I not see log 3? Or is log 3 not here yet? Oh, log 3 might not be here yet. Wait, I think I saw it. There it is. Log 3. I've already spent more time than planned on the transcription module. The work with Thelxie's man body will be effective if I keep on this. I'll have to put it on hold. It can be used to decipher Thelxie's output signal. It'll probably be unintelligible to everyone else. What a pity. I'm sorry for not being able to give you a voice, Thelxie. So Freminet can understand what Thelxie's saying, but we cannot, is what I see. Girl, I have no idea what you're saying. Oh, there's something here. Solamenaline. It seems to be a dose of medicine left behind by someone. There's a label on the bottom of the container with the word Destre written on it. Wait, is this medicine for Destre or is this medicine for her kid? Solamenaline. I don't like that. Okay, let's advance to 2 days. I really don't like that. Okay, let's wrap this story up, but also we have to sit here because Hoyoverse still, after 3 years, has not managed to find a way to speed up this time skip. You know what's funny? They're actually making you wait 2 days in real life for this. But now I'm only waiting 2 days in Genshin time. Freminet waving is so adorable. Hi, Freminet. Wait, where's the mother? She's gone. Oh, there's an... Oh, wait. Oh, the third one was supposed to be out here. Oh, I'm a dummy. I read it through the inside. I was so confused.
Hey, Freminet, Thelxie,
I mean, if you were playing this event as the... If you were playing this event as it was coming out, you basically had to wait 2 days in real life time for the next part.
Hello, Paimon. Hello, Traveler.
I used to do that, especially for the YouTube channel, but I got really tired of that and I prefer just doing the whole event at once nowadays. Hello, Thelxie.
Is the crown ready?
Yes.
Let me see it,
We're
let me see
just
it.
waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Huh? Who is this?
Oh, and speaking of...
Oh, it's the
Found you
Fisher
two at
lady.
long last.
De la
I'm
Roche.
so glad that you both are all right.
Why is she southern? Girl, why are you southern in France?
And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
What boy? We didn't go
that-
missing.
We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Freminet. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Scott, unfortunately, to answer your question, I don't expect any changes to that until January with 6.55.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? Freminet diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water.
What?
He never came back.
Heavy
What could
seashells? Isn't that
be
just
if not
Freminet's
that
armor?
Water imp's work.
Are you
Or could that be Desiree's son? Or not
100%
Desiree. Could that be
sure.
Zuria's son? I'm
I've
sorry, I don't know why I said
confirmed the account with
Desiree.
several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name
Wait,
was
the child threw himself into the lake?
Wait, let's go to Stray?
That's Zuria's son?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the
Why is
city
my
from a
capture card
place
freaking
called
out
Stray.
again?
Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the
Oh,
court
so
of
that was
Fontaine.
her
No one knows
medicine.
where she's gone.
Wait. Oh my god, I know where this is going. Both the mother and son are sick. Both of them. One with loneliness syndrome and another with who knows what.
It can't be, right? Let's go Destre? Zuria Destre?
Oh my
Sort of
god.
a coincidence?
It seems like we need to pay a visit to the Death Stray
I'm
house.
sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure. that
Should
you're
we
both
pick up the
alright.
medicine for
I'll
her?
head back
I think she left her
Please
medicine
remember to
here.
take care.
Wait, I think she left her medicine here. Miraculous crown. I'm pretty sure she left her medicine here. Solamenaline. Can we pick it up for her? No? No. No, because Hoyoverse hates her. So we gotta go all the way up there. Oh, there's a teleporter. How convenient that they put a teleporter right next to it. This is why you do exploration first, gamers. Don't be me and do exploration way after the Archon Quest.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destre's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet.
A
bed rest.
patient?
Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
But my question is that the mother or is that the son that needs bed rest? A man walks out with a confused look on his eyes.
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I am Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now?
Wait,
Who else could be my patient?
was there no son? What do you mean who else could be my patient? Doesn't she have a son? But wait, they said the son threw himself into the water. So then who is she making this book for? Is the son dead? Did I just not process that the previous cutscene? When they said, because from what they said he picked up a bunch of shells on his body and threw himself into the lake. So is he?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
What if it's Zuria herself who contracted loneliness syndrome?
No, you're right. Young
Oh.
Master Lescaut did have that illness
Oh,
once upon a
okay,
time,
but he's dead!
Well, the young master's no longer with us.
He
And now the
threw...
Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends by any chance?
So she also has loneliness syndrome. And her son threw himself into the lake. You informed the doctor all that's happened.
So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
Oh,
So, if I'm understanding
gosh.
this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared,
oh my
she was
god.
organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him.
She was
But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son
oh
one
my
last time.
god, he killed himself.
That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying...
Yeah, I thought people with loneliness syndrome were supposed to be standoffish.
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Oh. That's not good.
That she told us about her son.
Oh, she's acting like he's still alive.
No, those were all real. Although, they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
Oh,
I see.
She's stuck in the
So
past.
after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
So how is Zuria now?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind.
That shell?
And the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it.
So, yeah, Freminet did
patients
mention that the children who
and what
lived
their
in there
doctor
did
said
also
back
have
then.
loneliness syndrome.
What if...
What if what?
Dr. Jalakon, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
The doctor quickly retrieves the book and hands it to Freminet.
This is it.
We still need to finish the book, though.
That's right. If what Dr. Jalakon said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
We'll have to give it a try.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
This event is so feels bad, man. Like, I'm trying to think, what was the big event of 4.1 again? I forgot. Oh, it was the leeway event. This event is tragic. This event is utterly feels bad, man. Like, this is beyond feels bad, man. Like, I don't even know what to say. I'm so glad we can teleport here, by the way. Do I have to go back in here? Oh wait, assault the water imp kingdom once more. Okay, so we do have to go. Evil never sleeps and secretly smuggled away the crown that rightfully belongs to the Prince Thelxie. Warriors, defeat the abominable thieves and take back Thelxie's crown. Oh my gosh, these enemies are not weak to wind. In fact, this is awful. And I'm going to bring a different party. We're gonna bring Diluc, Xingqiu, Kazuha, actually no, Bennett, and Zhongli. Okay, I like that Thelxie's there as an assistant in the corner.
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
It's okay.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
Freminet is so caring.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Oh, Lord have mercy. This is already awful.
Brave adventurers. Here come the evil monsters that
Bam!
stole the crown.
Paimon doesn't even know what to call them.
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need here. Prince Thelxie looks stronger than ever today. He must be going all out.
Paimon's having too much fun with this. Oh, my game is lagging. Oh my gosh.
Order
guides you. Bonk.
I'm going in.
Oh wait, go Thelxie. Yeah. Thelxie has no idea what's going on.
Flames.
Purge. Oh my god, they do so much damage.
Dawn.
Break forth! My gosh, my capture card can't even keep up with it. Bonk!
I will have order.
Bonk!
Everybody stand back!
Day reckoning.
Yay, we did it! Sector, hello. Let me tell you, I already think I know where this is going.
I
Oh,
have to
Zuria.
go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
It's out of sync? Wait, one moment, I can fix this. Ah. Okay, so my microphone audio is in sync, but my camera is out of sync. That's okay, I can fix this. Okay, are we good? Okay, we're better. See, I don't know what's I need to get a better graphics card. I just need to upgrade my PC.
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just...
Wait,
Could you tell me the name
treating
of the child?
Thelxie?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient?
Oh, girl,
His
you
name
are.
is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom
You
of water
are.
imps.
You're
We
getting
will go
things
today
way
to
too
reclaim his
mixed
crown
up.
and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything
Oh
is still on
no,
schedule.
lady,
Your friends have already departed to find... Wait,
You
Look,
are
they've
in your
already
own
returned.
palace right now, lady, if I want to use Persona 5 terminology. She is literally in her own palace.
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place. Because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Yeah, sure.
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing
Oh
this?
my god, this
Everything
is
you
so
lost will
sad.
come back to you,
This
and
is such a sad
very
sight,
soon you will
man.
never be lonely again.
Yeah, nobody
And the
understand
last
what you're
page of the
saying.
picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. The picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
Are we gonna get a cutscene?
Okay.
Is it time for the cutscenes? Oh.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive on
Paimon.
the invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
Resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells
Oh my
to the
gosh.
prince and
Hearing about the
reconstructed
shells
the
makes me
rainbow
so
bridge
sad
of
now.
old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by
Because
its
we know
beauty.
what those shells really mean.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Freminet,
Goddess Paimon.
and... Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most.
The crown on that penguin is so
Suddenly
adorable,
appeared
by
on
the
other
way.
side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears.
Aw.
He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled
Some
down
ninjas
upon
are
him as
cutting
she
onions
said,
in my room.
"My prince,
They really are.
my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you.
Mama.
Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again.
No, Thelxie, we can't understand you.
Mama loves you too.
I wonder if that's what Thelxie's actually
What's
saying.
happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
Well, if anybody's gonna understand Thelxie, it's Freminet.
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Ether's gonna look so silly in that helmet. He probably just shoved it onto Ether's head. Hello? Hey, we're not understanding anything yet. I love you, Maman. That's what Thelxie's
Mama.
saying.
Mama
Oh.
loves you too.
But I love you
It's
more,
the
Mama.
kid with the crown.
What? Did you see something?
I think we're seeing like a projection of Thelxie being as a kid. My camera's doing the thing again. No, it looks fine to me.
Maman,
It looks
I'm
fine.
getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Oh, the auto
Of
advance is
course,
turned
my
off.
Dearest child.
Or is it? No,
As
everything
long
looks in
as you
sync to
want
me.
hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
She sounds so sad.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Mammon. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Mammon.
Oh, is the music in the background right now her lullaby? Oh, look at them. Oh, that was such a good art. 3 days later at Freminet's camp.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Freminet! Why did you call us in such a hurry?
That was so...
From
it's
Zuria?
just...
Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit.
Oh, she's gonna have a hard
But this time,
exhibit.
she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness.
Look, we all have our own ways of dealing with loss, and this event absolutely just packs
Of
such
course.
a punch.
Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important.
Of course
to her.
it's gonna be important to
Then
her.
there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Look, as a Final Fantasy player, it may be fantasy, but what people take away is real. Just saying.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
So perhaps fantasy is not just fantasy after all.
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world in the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened. You saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's
Right?
just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Oh my god, y'all. That was the event? Also, apparently at some point I dropped frames. I don't know when, but I think that's when Jari was probably talking about the camera doing the thing, was because I literally lost frames in OBS. Man, that's the event. And I don't think there's any more like stuff for me to read around here. I actually have not been that impressed so far with the Fontaine events. First of all, in 4.0, we didn't even have an event with voice acting. And it was kind of whatever. I didn't even do it. I skipped the 4.0 event, I'm gonna be honest. Just because the moment I heard that there weren't any relevant characters involved and that there was not much world building going on, I skipped it. And then I was okay with the Mondstadt Liyue event in 4.1, but this absolutely just blows it out of the water. Like, it just absolutely, to deal with grief and loss and just ways of just coping with that type of thing and having, you know, some conversations to some type of conversation of mental health. It is absolutely just packs a punch. Hello? Is the house gone? Am I Delulu? I'm trying to see if there's anybody still at this house. I remember when I was exploring Fontaine with Scott and Book, I thought it was so weird that there was just a random house out here and nobody knew what it was for. And now I see. The sea goddess has rung his shell. Ding dong, hark, now I hear them. Ding dong bell. I think that has to do with this. Let me read this again. But yeah. Yeah, the sea goddess. Wait. Yeah, that's Paimon ringing, I think.
Time to go.
But yeah, very, very good event. I don't know if there's any way to talk to her in the city or what. But yeah, because Freminet is gone. I don't think there's a way to talk to him either. But overall, I think I'm very satisfied with this event. They did a fantastic job, and I absolutely am.
The wind knows.
I'm not much of a crier, y'all, but let me tell you, I'm coping. Who's trying to join my world? No, reject. I'm literally about to freaking end stream here soon. Anyway, I just hope everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves. That is such a good line, and I enjoy this so much, and it just, God. I actually did hear, oh, my freaking camera expired. So when it comes to Star Rail, I actually did hear that their little spooky Halloween event was so funny. Like everybody was down bad for Kalis, and there was just some other stuff. I heard Star Rail's events have been pretty good. I was not happy with where the main scenario was going at all, but I've heard very good things about Star Rail events lately. I don't know if the Bellavog one was an event, but yeah, I liked it. I like it. Are there any Zenless Zone Zero gamers? Wait, let's check out the item. Children's fantasy book containing only 3 pages. It tells the story of a prince who overcomes loneliness. It reads for anyone in a tough spot. That's so sad. Look, it's them. And then they go fight together. And he is not alone. Aww. That's so. And I'm happy that I actually did this event and I can keep the book forever. But you know what I really want? What I really want is the pet. I want the pet, Thelxie. I really want the pet Thelxie, and I'm pretty sure this is what this is here, right? So I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, it's a furnishing. Oh, I thought it was a pet. Oh well, I still want it. I still want it, so I'm gonna be grinding this event off stream. Oh, no Zenless Zone Zero key. Yeah, I didn't bother applying either. So when it comes to Genshin stuff I want to cover for the channel later, Eventually, and sometime during December, I would like to cover the rest of the Narcissenkreuz quests. I covered the 4.0 world quests a lot. Like, I covered a lot of the 4.0 quests, including the Painter Melusine, Anne of the Narcissenkreuz. I covered all of that, and the quest where Anne and Seymour meet up, I covered all of that, but I didn't really continue the quests over in 4.1 and 4.2 here. So sometime in December, I would like to continue them. However, I'm going to be very busy. We'll see. I believe next week will be the patch 4.3 live stream. So there's that to look forward to. And I really will try my best to find time, but we'll see. I'm not going to make any promises with the world quests, but just know that they're on my radar because I've heard the Narcissenkreuz quests are really good. But yeah. The next patch is very likely to be Lantern Rite because, let's see, Farina's banner is ending this week, so if we go 1, 2, 3, December 19th should be around the start time of patch 4.3. So if we consider that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's very possible that no, the next patch I don't think is going to include the Lantern Rite. I think it's going to be the one after, Scott. I think this next patch is going to be something else. It could be an Albedo event patch. It could be anything, but I don't think it's actually going to be Lantern Rite. I think Lantern Rite's going to be in late January with patch 4.5. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. But yeah, those are my Genshin plans in the future. This event, I have not been this in awe of an event since the summer event we had over in Sumeru. This event was absolutely heart-wrenching, and I need a moment to recover.